Let's talk about life of a creative, life before, during, if there's anything like after fame. And we're joined right now by Olawale Ojo, ex-reality show winner. He's right there with us in our Lagos studio. Good morning, Olawale.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I mean, in 2013, for a lot of people who love reality shows, they remember cheering you on when you won the MTN Project Fame then, and it was like, yeah, we found the latest star, big star. I mean, your vocals, your presence, your performance was a big deal. And what caught my attention and our attention on the show was a post you put up, I think, on August the 14th.
Okay.
You put up a post, and a lot of people were wondering, what's going on, Olawale? But first, speak to us about life after fame. I mean, that big moment. How have you been able to either keep the momentum, keep your creativity, churn out works after that big break?
Okay, so first off, there's a bit of a conundrum here because while I was in the house, I didn't really have an idea of how people perceived me because I was, inside the whole thing. So, but people outside, that's why even till now, I go out and I see people that know me, but I don't know them and stuff like that. So the idea of fame itself was not really like, it took me some time to be able to adjust to it because in my mind, I'm still that normal guy. The
everyday guy, right?
Yeah, so, but I just started noticing that people started treating me differently and, sometimes maybe my friends, I would probably want to go to the market to buy stuff. I'd be like, no, you can't do this. So just sit down in the car. Let me go and buy it for you. So all those kind of things just started. So for me, I'm that kind of guy that I do business and stuff like that. I'm just a normal. So, but when that happened, it kind of opened me up to a different, level or a different dimension of life entirely. So it has its perks. And it has its advantages too, but mostly I would say that, it is what it is. And, these things, there are levels to it. In my opinion, I feel like Project Fame has a very big audience. As at that time, they had a very big audience, but there were still a lot of people that I would probably just walk into their office and they'd be like, oh, I don't watch TV, I don't know you.
Oh, of course. I mean, not everybody watches TV.
Do you understand?
So I want to show our audience that post you put up, which got a lot of people talking. And so this was on August the 14th. So you do a lot of production, right? I just share your time in the studio with people. And this is the post you put up, this video that you put up. And, on that post you said, "Dear son, today might be my last day on this earth. I've made peace with it. My life has been a journey full of wrong turns, hard lessons, and a few right choices. Being your father will always be the very choice, or the very best choice I've ever made." And you went on and on. So it was like a letter to your son, right?
Yes.
And you also you've done a lot of music and all of it. But what caught a lot of people's attention was that first line. And they were thinking, we hope Olawale is fine.
Yeah.
Is he going through some very tough time right now? I've heard a lot of people say, how can we help you? So speak to us about what exactly was going on at that time for you.
Okay, so that was a moment for me. Like, it was more like a cathartic moment for me. I just like 1 minute, I think it started much like I put my phone on my chair, my tab on the chair in the studio, and I wanted to just make a video, like a memoir. And while I was doing that, all of a sudden, I just got this, feeling of, guy, why are you doing this? Why can't you just wait and, script everything? And I just started coming up with different excuses that would later prevent me from doing it. So I got to that place where I just got tired of, of those excuses. That was what, informed the thing I posted. There's a part in the Bible that says, live every day like it's your last. And I thought about it that if someone told me right now that today, like in the next 24 hours, is going to be my last day on earth, what would be my concern the most? Am I going to be concerned about people seeing me in quote-unquote a not too packaged way, or is it like all those things that I felt were like limitations? If I truly were, if that day was going to be like my last day, would I be concerned about those things, or be concerned more about what I wanted to share? So because if you listen to the video I made, aside the post, you would see that that was one of the things I was trying to communicate. And people that are close to me, they were not worried, because they know that the kind of conversations I have, I'm very, very direct realist, you understand?
Yeah.
So my ideology about life is always from a perspective of don't think too much of yourself, but that day it was more like a snake shedding its skin. Me doing that, it just started like a chain of events in my mind, and all the songs that I've recorded songs to the extent that I'll record them, mix them, master them, and when it gets to putting them out, I'll just be like, oh, I can do better than this. Let me do something better. So, it keeps building up. But from that day, after that day happened, something I had never done before, just playing songs randomly for people from my studio. I started doing it, and some of the best songs I've actually created, I've been able to finish them, and giving myself a set date, September, I'm going to drop my, EP. And in my mind, I'm like, this is it. This is what I've always wanted to do. Because for me, the music has never been for the fame or for the... I started writing music before I even stepped into the studio booth, you understand? It was after Project Fame was the first time I even entered the studio booth. So for me, music to me, I never had a dream of becoming a superstar. Unlike most people who say that, most people that say that they like, they've been like that. For me, I just wanted to be like a businessman, but I was really obsessed with music, especially when I was in my university.
Okay, because so for clarity, it wasn't a suicide note.
No, it wasn't.
So because that's the first line is very alarming. It raises concern for everybody who reads it. I'm happy you're a realist. So now that you've dovetailed into what you said,
okay.
One of my only questions would be, have you been able to manage the expectation that people had of you vis-a-vis you just being a regular guy? You just want to be your regular guy, but fame came or fame found you. Do you sometimes have a conflict of personality in being able to manage that, or you've gone through and past that? Because the reason I'm asking is because popular people that are faces on TV or radio, or just popular generally, even politicians who in power, the mistake is always to get their validation from, fame, being there. So you get my drift?
Yes. So, like I said, for me, it has been really difficult to do a total overhauling of my true self and just put on that garment of fame, so person. So in my mind, I still know that what matters most is how I see myself when no other person is there. So even when I get into spaces where people try to, make me feel like I'm special, I'm this and that, in my mind, I just know that this is not real. These people don't know. Music is just an extension of me. That's not all about me. They don't know everything about me. So right now, the music is what is making them act like this, you understand? So I put that at the back of my mind, and I try as much as possible to... I'm drawn to the least respected people around where I'm at. And for me, that has always been my... I don't know why, but I get very irritated when people... Because I've had instances, for example, that people would come to me, or my manager as at then would probably introduce me to people and be like, oh, meet Olawale. The person might just be like, okay, he's the Project Fame winner. Instantly, you see, it was like, it would just be like that person just came alive just because of that title. So I've seen that happen. Oh, really? Wow. I'm like,
What changed?
What changed? You understand? So,
I just want to ask you, are you struggling right now?
We all struggle. We all struggle. And I don't think life itself will be worth living if there's nothing to look forward to. Most times people feel like it's just maybe when you are broke or when you don't have money. Money is just one of those things because anybody anybody can make money. Do you understand? But for me, the past couple of years has helped me, see myself in a very, because I recently got married too. So
congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you.
And your lovely wife.
Thank you. So I really, I was able to really introspect because I'm an introvert, yeah. So, and I started to see that, it's not just about the external, things that people see. Yeah. Mostly, it's more about your psyche, your experience, how you experience life.
I think from this conversation, people will know that you're such a deep person. I mean, you shared your struggles. So we're expecting your EP in September.
Yeah. 17.
What is it called?
No, let me keep that.
So September, Olawale's EP is out. He has such a fantastic voice. He writes so well, and we're glad that you're doing great. So thank you so much for coming to share your gift and creativity.
My pleasure.
With us.
My pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
So that's Olawale Ojo, winner MTN Project Fame 2013. Yeah. See, we didn't have to light up. We always know that you're a star. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.